Hey guys, so I think this is take four. I had the cat hop up a couple times. Oh, here he comes again. Oh, so it's really late the night before Thanksgiving. Dude, sorry, he's really rude. Um, anyway, it's really late the night before Thanksgiving. By the time I upload this, it'll be Thanksgiving. Um, and I've spent a lot of time by myself lately. And sorry, he's going to keep doing it. But if I close the door, like I said, he'll scratch at it. So just have to do this for a while. Anyway, so I've spent a lot of time by myself lately. Like I said before, my car is still broke in the driveway. I can't get like a mechanic to come look at it to see if it's even worth saving. And it's one of those things of like, do I pay all the money to have it towed somewhere to have them tell me it's not worth saving, or I don't know, but I have 2 feet, so I've been walking, and that'll do for now. Um, anyway, so I've just been thinking about like for the past couple months, I've been on this personal journey of figuring out who I am, what I like, what I don't like, what I want in life, what I don't want in life. Kind of sorting out my past, dealing with things that I've been through, figuring out where I want to go from here. And with that, I there's a lot of negative things that have weighed on me. One of them was my car. Right now, I currently don't have a job. I had cashed in my retirement from my previous job, so that's what I'm living on right now. And that's given me the time to, figure it all out. But there's so many negative things that weigh on us a lot. For me, it's been a lot about relationships, and especially when the holidays come up. I'm not going to be sitting around a table with family. I'm not going to be, you know, with the people that I wanted to be with. But I think I think one thing that I figured out is like there's so many things that could just keep us down if that's all we concentrate on is the things we don't have, or the negative things going on. I've been in the poor me so many times, or the why me, trying to figure it out and thinking that there's, some perfect answer to it all. But I think one thing that I've realized is, if I hadn't been through the things that I've been through, I wouldn't be the person that I am now. I have a lot to be thankful for. Um, I have this cat and my other one's hiding. Um, I have shelter. I do have feet that I can walk. Um, I do have a couple people that I can call and talk to if I need to. And I think a lot of people take like some of those things for granted. If the relationship I had, I thought was going to last forever. And that just for months, that's all I've, you know, thought about is like oh, great. So someday I have to start over. And then you have to do the small talk of trying to meet people and, gotten in this hole. I'm so tired of opening up myself to people and letting people try to get to know me, because it just seemed like in the end you're left with there's another person out there who knows me that is no longer in my life. But, you know, if all of that wouldn't have happened, it wouldn't have taught me self love. It wouldn't have taught me to love myself. It wouldn't have taught me to, you know, I wouldn't have learned the things that I like, the things that I don't. I wouldn't have learned how strong I was. I wouldn't have learned these self love things. I wouldn't have learned to be okay sitting with myself, because so many of us are so dependent on somebody else or something else, you know, some identity outside of us. And I think that's this Thanksgiving, you know, I've thought, not only am I thankful for my health, I'm thankful that I have a roof over my head. I'm thankful that I do have, you know, money to take care of me. I'm thankful that I do have, you know, pets that are happy to see me. You know, sometimes they're cats, so, you know, sometimes they're like, leave me alone. Um, but also, you know, being thankful for some of the trials that I've been through. Thankful for some of the things that at the time I thought would sink me or I thought would swallow me. That if I hadn't been through those things, I wouldn't be as strong as I am now. You know, I wouldn't be the person that I am now. I wouldn't love myself the way that I do now. I wouldn't have strong boundaries with myself and with others. So I just wanted to share that because I think sometimes the holidays, you know, for some people, I know some people that love the holidays. For me personally, they were always stressful or, you know, not such good memories. But, you know, it's, sorry, he just keeps on. Um, you know, I'm thankful for all the things I think that have happened to me, because it's one of those things, if you could go back and change stuff, you know, how would it be? Well, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. And the person that I am today, I like, you know. So just wanted to throw that out there because I know a lot of people struggle during the holidays. I know a lot of people don't have those families, don't have those friends, don't have those happy memories or even opportunities. But anyway, I don't know. That was just a thought that I had and wanted to share. So hope you guys are having a good night or a good day if you see this tomorrow during the daytime. Talk to you later. Bye.